And I'm back. That bug dope on me. I can't express to you collectively, and by you I mean basically Ferg, well, how much I dislike bug dope.
Warning. Throttle hold. Flaps up middle rates. 0 volts.
Bug dope is bad. So anyway, I had to put some bug dope on. It's pretty good though. It's skin so soft with DEET. This will be flight 1 of the Tundra, and it does make it a little less shitty. Okay, I've got a 3000 milliamp 3S LiPo from my neighbor on a flyaway. They were using, inexplicably, Ellie, no, I think it's Blade 350 QX or some shit like that, one of those early on.
Throttle release. Flaps half. Flaps.
Taking off.
Flaps up 11.8 volts.
Well, that fast, it knocks it down. Blade 350 QX or some shit like that is a quadcopter video platform for their pool business, and well, all that did was make for a flyaway. So presumably they had the original battery on it.
12.1 volts.
And it flew off, and it left them with two batteries and a charger. And I'd not seen the charger before. Kind of a nice little charger. I don't know if it'll put your shit in what do you call it, storage. You gotta look at it a little closer. I don't mind. I didn't even slow them gnats down at all. But
12 volts.
yeah, it'll charge it. It looks to be like 3 or 4 amps, which is pretty slick. I like that. That'd keep me from having to carry a power supply with one of my shitty Hobby King ones. Well, that's cool. $21 somebody found a case for your quadcopter on the Aosinma 035 thread, and that is slick as hell, because it took about 2 weeks to come in from China. In fact, it wasn't due in until Monday. And damn fit don't fit just fine, and you can fit everything you need in there for your quadcopter. I like it.
11.7 volts.
I don't think he flies 35 miles an hour. The Osprey. The big and cumbersome.
11.7 volts.
I gotta be careful. Speaking of big and cumbersome, my battery is a little big and cumbersome today. Might have got some good footage by accident.
11.7 volts.
We shall see. He's having to dodge me out of the way. I heard a chirp of annoyance. I don't know what to make of that thing.
11.5 volts.
It's hard to get the altitude right. I don't want to wreck into them. So yeah, got a pretty cool box for my shitty quadcopter for $35. I like that. It's going to be a win.
11.5 volts.
It's going to be a win. Yeah, that 3000 milliamp looks like it's giving me up to 10 minutes in here if I'm not chasing ospreys, so I like that. Looks like those gnats are finally getting away. I need to spray the brim of the hat on the outside, away from the camera lens. That shit will melt plastic,
11.3 volts.
which doesn't bode well when you're spraying it on your skin. So yeah, I'm going to get me some proper glasses, I think, for flying during the day. Sunglasses. You're not going to be able to get that.
11.4 volts.
You're not going to be able to get that plane. Monkeys. Yeah, this would be nice to fly FPV with. Because you're not completely restricted to about 8 minutes. Unfortunately, the battery was left charged, and it's not bloated, but it's a little bloaty. So yeah, let's see. I don't know.
11.4 volts.
Might go see Wonder Woman today. I think at 94 degrees, it's not at all fun to be outside. So I got friends of mine that'll be happy to drag me out on their boat on Sunday. They usually do that, but man, oh man, I'm not interested in sitting in the fucking heat. Not for you.
11.3 volts.
Yeah, it looks like you can fly this thing forever. In fact, I like the battery so much, I put a, I don't know if I buy that thing or not off the street. I put a XT connector on it, XT60 connector on it yesterday. I wonder if that thing would fit in the bay. I bet it would, just barely fit in the bay of the Timby.
11.2 volts.
My music speaker is up inside the truck deep, and I keep forgetting about it. I have to pull all my airplanes off to get to it, so just as well, because it seems that 95% of the tunes are copyrighted. And Google's just weird about worrying about shit like that.
Volts.
Yeah, that 3000 is pretty sweet. I think I'll put the 28 in here afterwards. They seem to be even working better now that they're being exercised.
Volts.
Definitely a heavier battery. I wonder how much heavier it is than the graphene. Moved it back a bit. That's helping me out here too, getting up off the water. So back to my long easy. Yeah, I had to fucking move the motor. CG was way off.
Volts.
And yeah, about the only thing I don't much care for it right now, not having flown it, is that it doesn't have a steerable nose gear, and I really didn't realize how much I was going to hate that until I started just plonking it around in the driveway, and I'm going to hate that. And I did find a guy who actually did a pretty neat job of making his own. You got to do a little modding.
11.1 volts.
And it would work out pretty good, but man, it's one of those deals where while it was a part, I should have considered this. It just shows my lack of skill in modeling, because Yeah, most of the shit I do